Hola a todos desde Oaxaca y feliz sábado. Come and spend the day with us. So first thing on the ranch, we're here with Sergio and Jay and Lilly and Ray. Kiki fue una tocada hoy. Y estamos aquí con las gladiolas. Esas gladiolas son gladiolas rojos or rojas. So these are our flowers. And Sergio's working on, I think he's taking out the bulbs because when you plant these ones, it's like a bulb. What's it called in Spanish?
Bulbo.
And so that's what he's doing right now. Did you break it? And so we did get a good amount of flowers from these two, didn't we? And so here he has more. So right now you're taking the bulbs out, right?
Yeah.
And then checking to see if there are, because it's starting to have more bulbs.
Yeah, just little ones here.
And then you're going to replant these at the bottom of the field, right? And then this big one right here, you can replant too.
Yeah, that it already had
a flower.
But then you peel this and plant this, and then there it'll have more. You can see you do that. But you kind of have to wait until it dries. But you do this and plant this thing, and another flower come out of this one, and then you have more flowers. You peel it like that, and you put it like that in the ground, and eventually the flower will come out from there.
Okay. So he took the old bulb off of the bottom because this one already gave us a flower. And then he said once it dries a little bit, he can replant this in the ground and it'll give us more flowers and more bulbs.
Buenos días. Dale.
So I think when we did these the first time, I think we bought 3 dozen. And we were hoping they were all different colors because that's what we were told, but they all are red. So hopefully eventually we'll get some other colors because they have them in white. What other colors?
Yellow.
So we know for sure red, white, and yellow. We don't know what other colors though.
This one's a good size to plant, I think.
Yeah. The gladiolas, this is the first time that we have planted them. So if you guys have any tips for us, make sure to leave them in the comments. Y esta es la primera vez que nosotros sembraron los gladiolas. Si ustedes tienen, how do you say tips? Tips, dejan en los comentarios para ayudarnos. And so this one right here, you can see the old bulb that we planted. That's the one on the bottom. So you just take that one off and then you'll peel the new one, and then we can just replant that and it'll give us another flower. And then it's got some more bulbs on the side as well. And so these two, both you can see the old ones and the new ones. Y aquí puedes ver estos son los primeros que sembramos y aquí son los nuevos. And so all of these are what Sergio took out today to replant. Y todos estos son que Sergio sacó hoy para trasplantar. We are going to watch for your guys' comments so you guys can help us with the gladiolas. Y nosotros vamos a ver de los comentarios para tus tips para ayudarnos con los flores. Y we will also keep you guys updated when we decide to replant them. So this morning I am just following Sergio around to see some of the stuff that needs to be done. And we have to come back and get the beans off here because we have more dried beans. And so right now we're saving these to replant. Ahorita vamos a cosechar más frijoles porque vamos a sembrar estos frijoles otra vez. So now we're going to go down and follow Sergio a little bit more, and Lilly and Ray and Jay. And so here's where we have our potatoes. Y aquí es donde sembramos las papas. Here are our girasoles. And so Sergio said that he thinks we'll be able to sell some for Valentine's Day. Y aquí tenemos los girasoles. Y dice Sergio, primero Dios, vamos a vender unos para el 14 de febrero. Ayer Sergio y mis hijos limpió toda la hierba que está aquí en los rosales. Entonces aquí puedes ver los puros rosas. Estamos aquí donde mi sobrina va a construir su casa. So you guys can see a little bit more since the last time I was here. Entonces aquí es donde ella va a construir su casa. Aquí va a ser donde ella va a hacer su casa. Y ella tiene más material. Just a small update on where my niece is building her house, and we will for sure keep you guys updated on the progress of her house as well. So my niece also watches our videos as well, and so let's see, aquí están los albañiles on break time with refresco and pan. They invited us to refresco and pan, and there's Ray. It's actually juice, so don't worry, it's juice. Ray, can you say hi to Joshua? Say hi, Josh. Say hi, Josh. No, not right now. Hi, Josh. I wanted to show you what they've been working on because all of this right here is done by hand. So this is how they get the bars, and then they straighten them out. And then all of these right here are done by hand and connected by hand as well. And I'll show you guys where they're working on that as well. So right here, they're working all that. Salud. So like I said, all of this is done by hand, and that's what they're working on. And so, and so this is the way that the wire comes. So you can see it's kind of all like, it's not straight. And so they have to straighten everything out. So that's what they've been doing here. They straighten it out to make these. And so when they do a house here, everything is done by hand. And so here is another update on our corn and our beans. And this is black beans. And then here is where we planted the chrysanthemums. And so Sergio's kind of been helping his sister with her house build. And so now we're going to go up. We're going to take you guys with us up there so you guys can see the progress on my cuñada's house. So before I show you guys an update on my sister-in-law's house, we want to send a special shout out to Sonia Chavez. Thank you so much for being here with us and watching our videos. Y en este video nosotros queremos mandar un saludos a Sonia Chavez. Muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros y por ver nuestros videos. Here we are at my sister-in-law's, and here they are still working on straightening out the wire. Va a ser en mi video. ¿Y qué está haciendo?
Enderezando los estribos para los alambrones para armar estribos de cadena.
Muchas gracias.
¿Sí?
And so here is an update on my sister-in-law's house. So you can see since the last video, they've gotten a lot done.
Me voy a embrocar para abajo, como nunca he salido en cámara, ahora voy a salir en televisión en el norte.
¿Quieres correr? Mándale saludos al patrón.
Oh, saludos para el patrón, Adolfo. Aquí estamos, dile, patrón.
Dice que el patrón es Bernardo. No sé.
So we just did our rounds around the ranch. Sergio is staying up at the ranch because he has some stuff he needs to water. And then Jay, Lily, Ray, and I are going down to the house because we have a couple things we need to do at the house. And I'm also going to get dinner started. So I'll show you guys what I'm making for dinner today as well. So here we are walking down to the house. There's Lily, Ray, and Jay. So up there's our rancho. There's where my niece is building her house. And then we live at the bottom of the hill. So you're going to hear Jay practicing in the background. He's practicing his tuba. But tonight for dinner, we are going to have guisado de pollo. And I'm making guisado because I want something I know Ray will eat because he's had gripa. And he's been a little bit picky. So like I said, that's why we're having guisado de pollo with arroz blanco. And so the first thing that I'm going to do for my guisado de pollo is I already diced up about a pound of tomatoes, and then I also diced up cut up a small onion, and now I'm just going to cook this in a pan with a little bit of oil, and once that's soft, I'm going to go ahead and add water to it. And so here I cooked my tomatoes, and I went ahead and added about a pitcher full of water, and I'm just going to put a lid back on this, and I'm going to let this boil. And then once it starts boiling, I'm going to add my yerba santa and my chicken. So this is my yerba santa, and so I'm going to add about 5 yerba santa leaves to give it a really good flavor. So now I am peeling my garlic because I'm going to mix in my blender. I'm going to blend together about a head of garlic, and then I'm going to peel another half to put in there as well. So it's going to be like a head of garlic and a half, and about a spoon of comido. So I'm going to blend that with a little bit of water and then add that to my soup as well. And so here's what I have in my blender, my garlic, comido, and then I'm not even going to cover it with water, and then I'm going to mix it together as best as I can and put it into my soup. So now I'm making my arroz blanco. So what I'm doing now is I'm just frying my rice in a little bit of oil, and when it's like a golden brown color, I'm going to add my water mixture. So what I do first is I add about a half of a head of garlic and a chicken bouillon cube, and I blend that with a little bit of water. And then when my rice is golden brown, I'm going to add that in. And then once that starts boiling, I'm going to add another little bit of water with some yerba buena, and I'm just going to put a lid on it and let it cook for about 15 minutes. Entonces para nuestra comida tenemos guisado de pollo. And here's our guisado de pollo, or our chicken soup. Y también arroz blanco. And here is our white rice. Then here we also have our cebolla, chile de agua, y limón. We also have tortillas and rábanos de nuestro rancho. And then here is my bowl of soup. And to drink we have agua de Jamaica. And so that was just a small look into our day here in Oaxaca, Mexico. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.